Hello everybody, here's me, Barry Harding-Rathbone, and another short vlog for SpiritShackTV. As you will know by now, if you've been looking at our social media pages, our radio show, Spirit Shack Live, is due to commence on Wednesday the 9th of August at 2100 hours, that's 9 PM. That's British summer time, so please check your local time zone for the equivalent time, and we'll be on air every second, third, fourth and fifth, where appropriate, Wednesday in the month ongoing. And we will be bringing you spiritual philosophy, and we'll be bringing you mediumship and anything that we can do to help you grow as a spiritual person. Also, for those of you who live in the Bournemouth, Poole and Christchurch area, we are due to start our new real-time community venture, the Community of St John the Divine in Christchurch, under the joint leadership of myself, Reverend Jonathan Harding-Rathbone, and the Reverend Martin Conyard, and that will be starting as soon as Christchurch Borough Council sign the lease with us and we can move in and start organising our services, so watch out for that on our social media pages as well. What I wanted to talk to you briefly about tonight is never giving up. You can see I'm here now, I'm just walking through a little field area. I'll just show it to you in the background. Beautiful sunset coming up in Bournemouth, where we live in the UK, and this is a little field surrounded basically by bungalows and houses where we live, and it's a little small area that people come to walk their dogs or to play the odd game of football and that sort of thing. And I'm walking through it, albeit I'm using my stick to help me be more mobile. Now it takes some time, because very often, as you will know from previous broadcasts and vlogs, I do suffer with a spinal disability, and it can be quite hard for me to cope with walking long distances. And indeed, this is the first time in many months that I have done what I can to walk. In fact, I'm going to have to stop here for a minute and just rest for a second. But although I've had to stop from occasion to occasion to occasion, as does Jonathan, my husband, with his dystonia, which you can find out more about on his channel, Borderline John, also on YouTube. Fantastic channel with some very useful life tips, and also some retro games reviews, which is his great passion in life. You have to know when to say no, and you also have to know when to say, right, it's time to try again. So, no, wait a bit longer. So here I am, stood in the middle of a field. If I was to have a fall now, apart from my phone, nobody would be able to get to me or know what's going on unless they happen to walk through with their dog. And I'd probably be stuck here a long time. And on my really bad days, I wouldn't be able to walk away from it. I'd require an ambulance and a gurney and take it to hospital and have treatment or surgery to enable me to get some energy in my legs, some nerve responses, and to move again. But I don't give up, and neither does John, and neither should any of us in life. All too often, things happen, life happens. We have our plans, our dreams, our hopes, and they get slowed down, or they get temporarily stopped from progression because of life. I didn't imagine 30 odd years ago, 35 years ago, when I started planning my life and my career and everything else, that I would end up disabled in my mid-40s and never able to work properly again. I never expected to have a really simple, straightforward accident with a little old lady falling on my back that would lead to the point where I'm at now, where I'm predominantly in a medically created chair for me. I have a Motability adapted car with John that we use to get around with, and I have a scooter to make journeys like this normally. I had hopes and dreams. I was going to climb Everest because I loved mountaineering. I was going to be a long-term serving RAF officer. Well, that never happened. Then I was going to be a nurse until I retired, and I look forward to it. I look forward to everything I could do. But things happen, and you have to readjust yourself, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm giving myself the opportunity to learn about how I am now, who I am now, and what I can be in the future. So I say to you, never give up. However hard life's journey may be, however awkward the steps in front of you are, all you have to do is reconsider. Stop, pause, and think, where am I going to go from here? What am I going to do? How am I going to survive and succeed as an individual from this point onwards? How am I going to learn from my experiences, and how am I going to grow forward and go forward? I will talk more about this in my next vlog, but in the meantime I send you all my love. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe and the bell and all the other whistles and doodles and things at the bottom here. And please leave a comment. This channel only thrives by our membership and those who support it. Please share it with your friends, especially those who are going through difficult times. You never know, whatever I say may touch them in some small way. So until we meet again, hopefully on Spirit Shack Live. Look for that on our Facebook page. The details of the link are on there. Check out Reverend Jonathan's page, Borderline John, as well. I send you all my love and say to you, Namaste. May your God, however that is represented to you in your life, go with you always.